and you're gonna crap thunder.
Hello. Dom Fig. That was the name of a comedian that Colin Quinn keeps bringing up. Like, it was, anyways, way too. How you doing, folks? You have a good Memorial Day weekend? They did. You spend it with friends and loved ones and, orphans and runaway prostitutes? Sure you did. Good to be back, I guess. I got pillhead today. Over the weekend, didn't sleep hardly. I woke up yesterday. I go, oh my God, this is a pill night. I can't walk around like this. I have all the shit I was gonna do like on a Sunday, and I go, I can't even fucking move. I just, no way in hell. So last night, Advil PM's my drug of choice. Okay, that knocks me out. Of course, the bottle's empty. But there's a bottle of antihistamines. Basically the same thing, but Advil PM is stronger and has another ingredient other than ibuprofen that knocks you on your ass. So I took 2 of the antihistamines because those make you drowsy. Excuse me. And I'm laying there for an hour, staring at it going, what the fuck? I'm not even drowsy. How is that possible when I'm dead tired? That's why, and I went to bed at 11:45. It's a new record. So I get up and get another pill. Took a third one. I guess that did it. I woke up on the front lawn today, no pants. I had an old bit about Ambien that's still relevant. I should bring it back. If you guys look up one of my specials, I think it was Raw Nerve. Or inflammatory, maybe inflammatory. I don't know, but it's on Ambien, and you should look it up. And we're going to be running either this week or next week 1 or 2 of my specials, because I got a bunch of new Rumble fans who haven't seen. They might have already known my stand-up, so but in case they don't, they probably haven't seen some of these specials. And if you're wondering why I don't put another one out, is because they're useless. Specials are no longer special. My fucking My dentist is putting one out, stand-up comedy. I could put together a tight, and nobody's doing an hour anymore, and because everybody has the attention span of a fucking retarded gnat, so I'm not in a hurry to do that. Rather, you're putting new pieces out bit by bit anyways, so I don't know what you've seen and what you haven't, and I don't have fucking time to worry about it. Oh, take it easy. Anyhow, so yeah, we'll probably be doing that and whatnot. Let's get on with it. Vlad the Mad. By the way, the Red Sox stink. Did I tell you that? They couldn't hit a bull's ass with a bass fiddle, these fucks. I've never seen more swings and misses in my life. And why they're not bringing up the other guy, Roman Anthony, the kid who's destroying AAA. They already brought up this kid, Meyer, and you can tell. He struck out 3 times in his first game, but he's already got 4 hits in the next 2 on a lefty, beautiful swing. And bring him up. I mean, these guys, fucking Trevor Story's hitting about 215. This guy was a superstar at one point. I mean, you know who's carrying him? Devers is carrying him. He's back to his old self. Nobody can get him out, and he's hitting bombs. And we lost Bregman. How could I not fucking tell you that? Lost Bregman, the most consistent hitter on the team, the only one that was consistent from day one. Pulled a quad. It's a different quad than the one he pulled in Houston, but that one made him miss 58 games. So I don't know if it's as serious. Anyways, you guys don't give a shit. Vlad the Mad. President Donald Trump made it clear he's losing patience with Vladimir Putin, leveling some of his sharpest criticism at the Russian leader as Moscow pounded Kyiv and other Ukrainian cities with drones and missiles for a 3rd straight night. And it's pissing Trump off. And I don't know if Trump thought this was going to be easy. I mean, as much as I love Trump, he's like, oh, I'll settle it in 2 minutes. And, even I was going, well, dude, we're talking about a fucking, fighting over land and territory they've been fighting over forever. And they're practically related to each other. It's a mess. And of course, Biden and his shitheads didn't help out by funneling just unlimited funds to Zelensky So it's a real clusterfuck. So any of you lefties pointing at Trump and they'll try to pin it on him. He said he was gonna. What are you, 3? Excuse me. God damn it. 1 cigarette on the way here. I lit it up while the train was going by. I don't even smoke, folks. Honestly, I don't. I have 1 in the morning and not every morning. Is that smoking? And I don't even finish it sometimes. It helps get things moving. Like the train. Anyways, let's take a look. This is Donald Trump talking about how frustrated he is with Vlad the Mad.
I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people. We're in the middle of talking and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
Watch out because I'm Cocoa Puff.
Oh, God. The attack was the largest aerial assault since Russia's full-scale invasion of the country in February 2022, according to Ukrainian officials. At least 12 people were killed and dozens injured. I don't know. I'm not condoning any of this. I'm like Trump, the useless people die. It's just you. But all that fire and brimstone and only 12? It seems a little weird, doesn't it? I mean, World War I and II, you saw that shit. A whole fucking half a city's blown up. I don't know. Anyways, they're using unsmart bombs. The United States president warned that if Putin wants to conquer all of Ukraine, I like how he uses the word conquer, which is perfect, Alexander the Great, it will lead to the downfall of Russia. But Trump expressed frustration with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as well, saying that he is doing his country no favors by talking the way he does.
Watch your fat fucking mouth.
Sound a lot like Paulie Walnuts. Everything out of his mouth causes problems. You know how many people have said that about Trump? But it's false. He says, I don't like it, and it better stop. Okay, Zelensky replied, I'll go to my room, Dad. Do I get dinner tomorrow? Trump wrote all that on social media, by the way, so everybody could see it, because that's the idea. The Kremlin on Monday pushed back as President Donald Trump's comments that dubbed his Russian counterpart Putin crazy, mulling whether the American leader was suffering from emotional overload. That's funny. I know. I was going to say, that sounds like a very American psychologist, one of those things you make up. My kid flunked out emotional overload. He had to, he was doing people's lawns and he had to do homework. He's saying there's a lot of shit on Trump. But here's what you don't know about Trump, Mr. Vlad, and you're underestimating him. You can't overload him. He can't be overloaded. Have you followed what he's done since he came down that escalator? And how much pressure has been on him? The whole world against him, literally, and he still wins? You can't overload this fucking guy. So stop the bombing, Frank. Although I don't totally disagree, I've said this before on the show, with Vlad's point of view either. Your fucking NATO's a doorstep from me. And, anyways, while thanking Trump for helping start, in quotes, the negotiation process between Moscow and Kiev, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov, one of the Russian guys with a very American haircut, said these talks went hand in hand with an emotional overload of absolutely everyone and with emotional reactions. I don't know what that means. That's kind of muddy, too. Are you saying everybody is over? How about Putin? Look, let me ask you a question. Wasn't Putin dying about a year and a half ago? Remember? They had a picture of him holding the desk, and he was a little bit of a Michael J. Fox. Remember? What the fuck? All of a sudden, he's fine. Somebody saw him riding a tiger, bare-chested, down the street. At the same time, he added, Putin was doing what must be done for Russia. Yes, and Trump's doing what's supposed to be done for America and the rest of the world. That's what he do, man. I don't give a fuck. So he's gone crazy. He's gone crazy. Like that's a new thing. Like Putin hasn't thrown 11 TV anchors out the window of a hotel, poisoned a couple other ones. He's gone crazy. You got to remember this about Putin, folks. He was the head of the KGB. You understand that? It's like being the head of the fucking CIA. Like George Bush Sr., he had people whacked all over the place. It's so funny. But they put on that great facade. That's who gets to the top politically. The people that can do that shit and sleep at night and get up in the morning and tell you everything's fine. I wish I had some of that. Let's lighten it up, but it's still international news. This one made me laugh my balls off. Why? Because I've had it happen to me. Not with this wife, but with, girlfriends in the past. Huh? No, I don't like the chink pussy. Asian girls are really hot when they have a touch of Asian in them. You know what I mean? A lot of American, just a hint of slant. Is that racist? Good. Suck on it. Macron manhandled. I've had a drink thrown in my face. I've been slapped across the face by a girl. I think it was a girl. Now that I think about it, the hand was huge. It's like getting slapped by Kevin McHale. I'm not sure. French President Emmanuel Macron's wife shoved him in the face as they touched down in Vietnam for a state visit. Why would anybody have to go to Vietnam at this point? I mean, what? He's probably there getting cheap sneakers. So he went to Vietnam for a state visit, which the embarrassed-looking leader admitted Monday he got pushed in the face, he says, while they were squabbling. His wife said,
I have fear. I have things to say.
Shut the fuck up, I'll throw you down the stairs. Shocking footage of the incident. We'll show you the clip in a second. That's a nice still photo. Look at it. It's like she's shedding a linebacker. Or I should say a linebacker shedding a pulling guard. That came out in English. We could have used it as a clip. Shocking footage of the incident shows the president's plane door opening to reveal Macron at the entrance in the Vietnamese capital, Hanoi, on Sunday evening. So when we show you this clip, you have to look behind this guy or whoever's standing in front and look to the left. We'll show it a couple times. Me and Dallas have studied it like the Zapruder film, and we think it was the third hand that came out of the grassy knoll and hit this. And by the way, a little note, Mrs. Macron is 24 years older than the president. And Dallas filled me on a little thing that he was a 15-year-old student and she was his teacher at one point, which I didn't know. So El Creepio, she's a cougar. It makes me question him, though. Why do you want it? No guy wants a bride. I say this on stage now. I go, ladies, don't get upset at me, okay? And I always hesitate to say it, but there's no guy in here who wants to fuck a woman over 21. Then you see the guys dead silent in the crowd, and all the girls are going like this, ping, pang, pong, ping, pong. And then there's always one that goes, you think your wife wants... I go, yeah. I think she does want to bang older, because that's how women are. You like the fucking... you like that, I get more looks now. I got a giant forehead and a little gray hair. It reminds me of my dad. And I go, how'd you like to have a birthday party? Anyways, what am I doing? Oh, we got to show the clip. Watch this. Keep an eye in the background to the left. Over hit that guy's shoulder. Take another look. Ugh! Stiff arm.
What's the idea?
Macron appears startled but quickly recovers when realizing he is in view. That's what was so funny. Yeah. He sees the cameras and does a typical politician. Yeah. First, he initially came out and his staff said, no, they were just kidding around. And then 2 minutes later, I guess somebody showed him the footage and goes, they're not going to buy that. But quickly he recovers, realizing he's in view, and turns to smile and wave through the open door as a politician would do. Bridget, that would be the broad, then doesn't take her husband's offered her arm as they walk down the staircase. Let me guess, you're going to be quiet for the whole trip now? I love when girlfriends or wives get quiet when they're mad. Like, that's a punishment.
Thank God.
It's fucking bliss. Oh, my God, I can hear myself think. Anyways, so yeah, she wouldn't take his. He offered it real quick. She wouldn't take it. He should. If he had any balls, he goes, "I'm the fucking president." Okay.
He doesn't have balls, though.
No, of course he doesn't. He's French. He's got a little vag. Yes, French vag. You know when they get the girls in France get a yeast infection, it's Gouda. I couldn't think of a French cheese. That's gross, Nick. Grow up. Shut up. Macron's office initially denied the authenticity of the footage before confirming it was genuine, with the leader trying to downplay it. He goes, we are squabbling and rather, joking around with my wife. Macron said that Monday, adding that the incident was being overblown into sort of a geoplanetary catastrophe. I wouldn't go that far, Mr. Hyperbole. It was funny. We haven't seen any other presidents that I can remember. Maybe this shit happened, back on Lincoln's day. There was no cameras around. Wasn't his wife kind of a fucking dykey broad? Probably kicked him in the balls. And they always say he was gay and shit. They have to remember that one. I mean, the gay lesbian, whatever the fuck group, BGQLT, had to say that Abe Lincoln was gay. And I didn't believe it until they showed him cutting wood with no shirt on. It's a leather but short pants. Have you seen that clip? You haven't, because they didn't have that back then. It's a dangerous situation. Are you watching hockey, folks? Are you watching the greatest spectator sport ever? It's been tremendous. Brad Marchand for the Bruins, our captain, one of the most popular Bruins ever, we traded because they had to blow up the team because they didn't make the playoffs. He's with the Florida Panthers, and he's going to be one of the main reasons if they win it again. The guy's all over the fucking ice. And a lot of pushing and shoving last night. You guys don't care. All right. I always feel like I don't know why, because I know this is on Rumble and whatever, and it's a lot of conservative crowd of fans. I don't know who the fuck's watching, but I know hockey has a limited, but then again, a lot of people in the Northeast, I say that, then you got North Carolina is a hotbed. I mean, look at this series, one of the toughest places to play, even though Florida took the first two there. But you know what I mean? Excuse me. Defending champions are from Florida. You get the Nashville Predators, who are pretty good every year. So I should stop that. But I get a feeling those are mostly Northeastern people that moved out. Anyways, hey, boys and girls, if you want to support this show, you know what you do? You mail me a bunch of cash. I'll send you a headshot. Draw a funny face on it for you. If you guys want to, oh, by the way, I got a handful of dates coming, apparently. Again, Tommy's telling me, I gave him a deadline to meet, or sayonara. So we're not going to put them up until we're ready to, obviously. But Tampa Side Splitters, haven't been there in years. My old stomping ground. That'll be fucking sold out. I know that. Zany's in Nashville, I believe. What the fuck else? Zany's Nashville. He's looking for a place in Knoxville. Oh, come on, man. I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 places. Trust me. They'll come to me later after Pillhead is gone. Let's get to it. Grin and bear it. Beat. Dallas raised his hand. Thank God. That's a producer. You want to support the show, go to the nickdip.com website. Put the hats back. I'm a hat salesman, by the way. I do comedy and I make hats. Look at those. I knitted those myself. My wife crocheted the water bottle. It doesn't work. So go to nickdip.com. It's a good way to support this show. This costs money. I got to pay Dallas. I buy the equipment. You can watch full episodes of my show and also Louder with Crowder and all exclusive Rumble Premium content. You can do that ad-free with one touch of the button, one subscription. So join Rumble Premium by clicking the link in your mother's wazoo. All right? All righty.
Hi. Good night, everybody.